every single book needs a damn good antagonist, and to be honest, they probably need more than one. My name is Dietrich Stagner. I'm a published indie author with 3 books under my belt, and today I want to talk to you about how you can give your main character all kinds of tasty conflict by introducing several different types of antagonists to your story. Antagonists are a fundamental part of any story. What would Star Wars be without Vader? What would Sherlock be without Moriarty? What would Hannah Montana be without Michaela Skeech? Antagonists provide the friction, the obstacles that make a story, and not some dipshit droning on about a pretty chill day they had. But there are more than one type of antagonist. The 4 I was taught were traditional villains, conflict creators, inanimate forces, and the protagonists themselves, specifically the internal flaws that lead the protagonist to get in their own damn way. Each of these types lend themselves to different types of stories, but what we often don't think about is that it's incredibly rare for a story to only feature a single antagonist. The more tasty conflict we can whip up, the better, and while it might be tempting to send a never-ending stampede of Hannibal Lecters towards your protagonist over and over and over again, it's probably not going to make for the most compelling story. But one of the best ways to create depth in your story is to introduce nesting antagonists, with each specific type of antagonist organically tied to the others, creating this web of conflict that's much more compelling. In my fantasy horror novel Frostbitten, soldier Tomas Greenleaf has to figure out why he was sent to the ass end of nowhere in a climate that answers the question, what's the freezing temperature of my asshole, with the rather upsetting answer, about 20 minutes ago. That climate, those are the inanimate forces. It's not hostile, it's not personal, but it's relentless. It's omnipresent, defining every choice made by those who have to survive this brutal world. While there, he meets Rafe, a burly local who sees Tomas as emblematic of an empire that's bled his home dry for generations, and is eager to dump 14 pounds of shit on their new guard every chance that he gets. There's your conflict creator, a steady simmer of anger and resentment that adds another layer of pressure. Tomas's interactions with Rafe and the rest of the community reveal those lies that he's been raised with, putting the dogmatic propaganda he grew up in under question. That's the protagonists themselves getting in their own way, struggling under that indecision and doubt. And then there's what's waiting for them out in the cold, dark night, and while I won't reveal that particular tasty surprise, that last element puts everyone in danger. So now you can start to see how no individual antagonistic element exists on its own. Instead, they're all connected, all part of the steady pressure that pushes Tomas to figure out not just who he actually is, but what he truly wants. And that kind of nested array of antagonistic forces can create so much tension and conflict. And if you can make that work, you will see the response for your readers as they get pissed at having to pay for the whole seat, but only needing the edge. If you have other topics you'd like me to discuss, drop them in the comments below, and go make some art, damn it.